instructor with Jumping Singapore.
So we're here today to talk about rebounding. Yeah?
Okay.
The term for it is rebounding. So could you tell us what is rebounding?
Rebounding in simple terms means jumping on a trampoline.
Do you know when this was created?
Okay, this sport that we do is called jumping fitness. It was created in 2001, about 20 years ago. Yes.
Wow.
By two people in Czechoslovakia. And they brought it into Europe and into Asia in 2015. And that's where Singapore was first certified. That was the very first time we were certified.
What are the benefits?
The benefits of rebounding are numerous, many. It's good for your joints, good for your bones. It clears the lymphatic system. It increases bone health. And it's good for the pelvic floor, for strengthening the pelvic floor. And especially for ladies, good for incontinence. It's also good for cardiovascular health. If anyone just Googles on the benefits of rebounding, you will see that there's lots of good benefits. And the sport itself is endorsed by NASA.
Wow. Okay. Are there any risks involved when you're participating?
Risk, yes. We always advise jumpers to please see the doctor, especially if they've got some medical conditions, before they start exercising. And in the class, we always provide a safety briefing before they start. And if the instructions are not followed closely too, if they jump off the trampoline, for example, or they just monkey around on the trampoline and their feet get stuck in the little spaces between the ropes, yes, they could get injured. But generally, this is a very safe sport. The rebounder actually prevents impact on your knees and on your joints.
That means it would be good, I guess, for especially the elderly, but who else can and should and could try rebounding?
I think everyone can do rebounding. We do have kids, they are 2 years old, 3 years old, they just jump because they got lots of energy. But they cannot stay focused for a whole hour. The class is for 1 hour, we warm up and then we do jumping and then we do conditioning and we have a stretch track at the end of class. So usually we recommend someone who's maybe aged 6 and above because they can take instructions, they can follow what the instructor says. So I think anyone from 6 to 70, 80, yes. But usually for the more elderly people, we will cut down the intensity. We will use slower songs. The intensity level is not so high. For those who are usually between maybe 20 to 40, if they're fit, if they're healthy, they can go for high intensity classes.
So it's done together with music?
Yes, with loud pounding music.
To take part, are there any special equipment or gear I need to carry or buy or something like that?
No, you just need a pair of good shoes. Usually we tell jumpers to buy shoes that are as light as possible. It doesn't need to come with arch support or air or anything. A pair of shorts, t-shirt, but we always ask them to bring towel and a water bottle. Yes, because they need to keep hydrating themselves.
Can get quite intense, doesn't it?
Yes, you know, right? You've been jumping with us for some time now.
Yeah. What kind of classes are available? I mean, it sounds like you could cater for a very wide range of fitness levels here.
We could. When we started in 2015, actually we only had one type of class, and it's the basic diploma where everybody does the same thing. But over time, many of our jumpers have become very good. So when new people join, they feel that they are not as good as the current jumpers. So what New Hope has done now is they have, Jumping Singapore has done now is we have introduced beginner classes. So if you have never jumped before, we recommend that you go for beginner classes and then you can join the normal classes. For people who have jumped with us for some time and they have a lot of energy and a lot of power, we ask them to go for insane burn classes. Right? And then we do once in a while conduct classes for children because sometimes we have kids who want to jump. So there are special classes where we have kids maybe from 6 to 12, and we are now going to introduce Jumping Fitness Gold, more for the elderly who want to exercise but could never do what other fit and healthy and energetic younger people could do. Yeah.
So wow, that's a really wide range.
Yes.
To start off with rebounding, how much generally does it cost?
Okay, usually most of the studios in Singapore will charge a trial class. Could be anything from $16 to $20. And then they will usually start selling packages because people get addicted to jumping and they will buy packages to jump. So most of the classes after your trial class would cost probably between anything from $15 to $25.
So in your opinion, can you possibly overdo this? I mean, as in,
you could, yes, but we would advise jumpers to listen to their bodies. We do have jumpers who jump every day. We have jumpers who jump 2 to 3 times a day, which is not good. I think they are overdoing it because the body needs to rest. So sometimes we tell jumpers, maybe you rest 3 days, you jump 3 days, rest 1 day, jump 3 days again. But for anyone who wants to have general cardiovascular health, this type of aerobic exercise, usually done 2 to 3 times, has the best benefits. 2 to 3 times a week.
Side to side. Woo!
obviously different trainers with different styles and all that. So I basically want to explain that they need to basically try different intensity levels, that different trainers at the intensity level that they are at. To see which one they like.
All the trainers are trained the same way. Our techniques are the same, okay? But the way we execute is different because all of us have different characters and personalities. We play different songs, we sequence the moves differently. For example, one instructor may do tiptoe and heel. Another instructor might do jogging and fall kick, for example. So different instructors have a different personality, different character, different style. We sequence our songs, our moves differently, we use different songs. So we recommend to all jumpers, if you like to, just go around and try the different styles, although the technique is the same, but try different classes and you get a variety of moves. And some classes are usually quite hard to book, and especially now because of COVID, we used to be able to have 30 people in a room. Now we have 12. Yeah, we're all spaced apart.
We should try out, especially if we're just starting this journey, we should try out all the different instructors because you never know which one you might like at the end of the day.
Correct. They usually go around and then usually they stick with a few. Somehow because the instructor, they can connect better with the instructor. Some jumpers try every other instructor, especially new instructors. And then over time, I think they stick to probably the same few because they like the style, they can connect with the instructor, and over time, sometimes the jumpers become friends with the instructors.
How many studios are there?
We have 8 studios, and this is one of the locations. This is at Citygate. And we currently have about 30 teaching instructors running all the different classes in 8 locations. And each day, at all the locations, we have between 8 to 10 classes in a day.
So it starts from morning all the way to
Yes, 8:30 in the morning at some locations. Yeah. Until 8:45. The last class is at 8:45. Here, 8:45 usually gets cancelled because I think not many people jump at 8:45. But yes, especially at Far East, 8:30, 8:45, we still have crazy people jumping at that time of the night.
Last thing you do before they go to bed.
I don't know if they ever need to take dinner before they go.
So tell us more about Jumping Singapore itself.
Jumping Singapore is a social enterprise. It's wholly owned by New Hope Community Services. New Hope Community Services is a social service agency which houses the homeless, and they help displaced families to find a home, assimilate with society. Basically, that's what New Hope does for the society.
Jumping Singapore actually helps fund part of
Yes, so every time a jumper jumps with us, they pay fees to jump in class. After we pay the instructor, all the money is given to New Hope Community Services to help them to fund the course.
and also pay for studios like this where we are.
Yes,
And we are at
and we are at Mikari Wellness. This is a studio that's in Seagate. It's a nice place. All the studios we have are actually very nice. Yeah. Well done, everybody. Wipe down. Take your water. When your heart rate is going down, sit on the back.
Jumping Singapore, you also have your own app to do your bookings, right?
Yes, we have a website. You can Google jumpingsingapore.com.sg. We also have a phone app called Jumping Singapore. And once you download the app, you can buy classes, you can book, you can cancel, and you can see which classes you are signed up for. And the app reminds you that this class tomorrow.